And Kevlar, I've not seen this approach before. This is quite interesting.
Yeah, so Plopski and S-Attack donating those, then between the two of them getting 2 flashes and a smoke up against the Julies and the smoke of Nerds, who has been dropped both of those pieces of goodness. 1x bet odds favoring NiP here, and you can understand so after that first map performance.
Yeah, so just a bit of a default to kick things off. They've been granted full banana control. No utilities had to be expelled whatsoever. Brollan is at the top of banana. And with the P250 at the top as well, that's a little bit uncomfortable for the CTs at this stage. Just trying to push back any vision.
Okay, B's open.
B is completely open.
If he doesn't find any more resistance, Brollan might just walk in here. They're going to look top mid right now, peeking arch side for a bit of info. Crucial. He's got a couple of fights around the corner. Cannot hit anything. The P250 is just playing aim map. Surreal's going to need more of that. Hampus, silence for now. Surreal is coming.
So a rotation has to come through from Endpoint here. They stand a chance of fending them off towards B. That will do, though, quite nicely. That's at the bottom of middle. Brings it back to a 3-on-3. And the bomb still yet to go down. They're not aware that the bomb site is completely clear. They actually hadn't been in there yet. But they'll find out very shortly. And the bomb will be planted. Surreal and Kjaerbye coming in from the banana area. There is no kid available. MiGHTYMAX towards the score.
It wouldn't be too bad if they just take the fight. Oh, the flash was good, but Plopski and Brollan light him up. Looked like the timing was on their side, but unfortunately for Endpoint here, unless Max can show us why his name's Mighty, it might be a pistol for the Ninjas.
I think you might be right. They continue their T streak here after a perfect performance on Vertigo. This is looking much better for them. Drops a smoke and hopes to bait some of them out. Picks up the P Berettas, but not going to be doing much for them. Those PD50s just doing a lot of work out there. Brollan, once again, Chad, 3 kills. Looking very, very good today.
Well, whatever Brollan has changed, is working fantastically. So let's keep this. I like this. Let's put this in a bottle.
Once you go 0-3, you're kind of throwing caution to the wind, right? Like things are a lot looser. You're just changing things up in a wild sense of the fact you've changed your AWPer. I guess you will be displaying a lot more with more confidence, I suppose. The pressure's gone at this stage.
Yeah, well, Brollan was meant to come in this team and be one of the star players alongside of Rez and then Hampus, right? We knew S-Attack and that of Plopski were going to be more supportive elements, even with the AWP in play.
Right.
We've had that discussion about how it's changed hands here, at least seemingly so on Vertigo. But that's what you want. If Brollan can be activated like that, Hampus doesn't have to do it all the time. Maybe he can go up to some more lurky maneuvers elsewhere. So we'll see how this unfolds for NiP, but already a completely different looking team. Smoke, flash, push, dead. Yikes.
You can see what they were trying to do there, but the smoke going down at the same time made things a bit more complicated for Surreal. Gray screen at the same time. He did manage to get a nice dink in. Hampus down to 1 HP. It's unfortunate he didn't get a single kill, but the headline reads a 5-4. And as you mentioned in the previous game, they are yet to win one of these second-round force buys on the CT side. So this is going to be problematic to say the very least. Crucial and Kjaerbye still with smokes. One of those actually towards the B side of the map. You can see that new boxes, and here we go. I think it's just a straight-up B finish from NiP.
Well, they've read the play correctly. 3 players here, the 4th gravitating over now to defend this for Endpoint. U2 up and over. New box molly in the hands of Rez, Emo too, and they have everything, all the bells and whistles, but Kjaerbye's Deagle strikes the second of Nerds, so they're going to keep going right now. The brakes aren't being pumped, and NiP are running into this, and it's going to be the first second-round conversion as Hampus, 1 HP to the name, 3 to find. What a great little gamble stack.
Yeah, it actually works out. We talked about them not winning these rounds so far in the tournament, and finally, they break that streak, and maybe we'll speak too soon.
1 HP, surely
not, but I won't speak too soon. Hampus, with no bomb, will retreat, and that's fair enough. He's managed to get himself 3 kills in total, so managed to get $900 on top of what he already had. That takes him up to $1,300. Could even drop a MAC-10 for a teammate if he wanted to. I'm sure he'll buy grenades instead, but still. There it is, Endpoint with some lovely work. And MiGHTYMAX from CT Spawn there, Chad. The crouch peaks working out tremendously for him.
So it didn't work in the same fashion as what NiP were going for on Vertigo, right? They were just able to execute the B bomb site, get away with it quite easily. But this time, Endpoint, they gamble correctly. They win their first, second round force by conversion. And they do it in style. This is the Kjaerbye Deagle to kick it off. So you can see the U2 coming over. He's got the gray screen here, the flash as well, and just spamming away. The second bullet takes down the deadly Brollan. And this one here from Nerds as well to stall out any traction to the site. Max gets to come in, all attention drawn. Fantastic finish.
Tactical timeout now. I assume from NiP, they're working out their financial situation. So Hampus, like we said, he had $1,300, gets no extra cash, but he did have the Galil. He is now down to 600. So that means he's dropped, he must have dropped the Desert Eagle for Brollan. And do they want to invest further? Like, logic dictates you might as well. You're kind of in double eco territory regardless. So Brollan will buy the Kevlar release. He's down to 800.
They're going in.
Then they will go in fully here. So it's pretty decent still, certainly serviceable. in this environment. You know that Endpoint will be working with the scraps of the previous round, the MAC-10s, and some MP9s here have to be purchased where money is quite low. AK-47 for Nerds, though. He will have to take this round by both hands and see whether he can actually have a massive amount of impact here. In terms of his positions, heading towards Banana at the start, maybe to go challenge down Banana at the very beginning of the round here. Time will tell.
Okay, well, they've gone for the log smoke and the half-wall molly here, so a little bit of a different defense. They haven't gone for full Banana control. The nades behind, hoping to lure NiP to play behind that U-tilt. Not to be the case. That's the tag. Flash at the ready in case it's called upon from that of Brollan and a peek, but we'll be on board with hampus here, who's taken an initial exchange with Crucial. Noted one player is over towards that arch side as expected, but easily have made their way up top mid.
Only that MAC-10 to defend in the arch. Fine weapon to getting one of these kills, but presumably be traded out. There it is, the first, and actually gets a double. Excellent work there from Crucial. That was necessary to stand a chance here. He was alone. He manages to scamper away on 46 points of health as well, and they'll focus towards the quad side here. Kjaerbye with the smoke down towards Pip.
Look at Surreal's push as well. There's no way back to B. The MP9 all the way down the bottom, so this means that Nerds is freed up to rotate over. There'll be 4 players to deal with this, and they have to wait out Kjaerbye smoke anyway, and Surreal's going to keep on coming. So he has a real opportunity here to finish the round off. Now he's actually given them a doorway back towards the B side.
And you can assume it's open, considering he's pushing all that information. He'll be calling for rotations. You're aware of it, and now the race is on.
Nerds will beat him.
Yeah, Nerds is there, and he has got a smoke and a flashbang. If he can get that smoke down quickly, yes, he had the incendiary as well. This is looking quite promising for them. A flashbang thrown over the top of the coffins and looking to slam NiP inside one. Dropped the smoke on the bomb site, and they actually managed to grant access towards a pool position and get past Nerds, but he's recovering somewhat. There's a lot of damage put out. The bomb to be planted here, he can't deny it, so a success in some ways there for NiP, but still a wild round there towards the end.
The first time we've really seen Nerds have a foot fault in a situation like that. Normally thrives in those chaotic moments, right? So just flubbing the lines a little bit there, the bomb goes down. That's quite the omission to give away. It means that NiP can have some upgrades here and then still buy into the next. So a little bit of a boo-boo.
They kept 4 players alive and they came in with a MAC-10, 2 MP9s. So I guess it's not the end of the world. Certainly not ideal to let that bomb be planted, especially Brollan at 11 HP. Like, he should have been going down there with the spam, but it's just a lucky situation for them in the end. 2-1, and as you mentioned, allows them to upgrade slightly into this one. Brollan will get armor and a Tech 9. A few Deagles and P250s into the mix as well. Should be a secure round for Endpoint regardless, but still dangerous nonetheless.
And Rez has not bought anything here, so let's see if he brings out this AWP, as Nerds will dispatch of Brollan quite early here. The sandbag position is his home for now. They've done enough, and maybe not. They want this Banana control, so after the first kill, more util lob forward, an aggressive maneuver coming, and this is where the bloodlust for the ecos starts screaming through their heads. Unarmored, get me the kills.
They can really justify, though, considering how awkward some of these rounds have been. Just make sure you stick together, keep those crossfires ringing true here towards middle especially. It's working out very nicely so far. Crucial and Kjaerbye finding a kill apiece and presumably mopping the floor with them. It's just S-Tag remains here towards the apartments, and he's in a 5 versus 1. Just that P250, no armor, and MiGHTYMAX, he'll make himself known as well with his 3rd kill. So far, so good on the CT side for Inferno here. Endpoint looking quite nice after losing the pistol in that second round force buy and convert that to a 3-1 lead. Rez did not buy the AWP, just to note that. He's gone for the AK-47. Similar scenes on the CT side as well. Crucial will be on the M4 and an MP9 for MiGHTYMAX still, and a Galil and AK between Surreal and Nerds. So mishmash of weaponry, but a very important round, and we'll see what NiP bring to the table. What kind of pacing as they look to focus towards Banana once again, looking for that initial control. We'll see the Molotov towards the car position. Nerds is there ready to receive, though, and drop an incendiary of his own. And the bomb's still down in T-spawn, and we'll go through the motions here.
Okay, well, they've tried to stall out their progression up mid, as well as through the boiler room with those 2 offensive incendiaries deployed. If you're NiP, there's no rush. You may as well proceed as you did on Vertigo. Wait out the early utility, don't take any damage, group up and execute as a piece. Nice little flash off the door. That gives Plopski the chance with the peek, and these little details assisting throughout this default.
It's a very cool flash, isn't it? You got your teammate waiting in the anti-position, swing out towards the apartments, and can be a very surprising flash to receive. Crucial, he could also be surprised here. Should be spotted the T's crossing up, but they are getting basic mid-control here. No pushback whatsoever from the CTs at all. so they can actually smoke in towards the arch and library.
This is really bad for Endpoint. They're in the dark in banana and on A, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's in this passive stance. Traditionally, you want a bit of info banana or at least a bit of info mid. Well, here's the info. It's coming. Crucial. They're trying to zone him out here. It's a little bit too early. There's nobody there just yet, and he'll cop one on the other side. So having to drop and relinquish control along now. Kjaerbye also has to move, and Max, wrong weapon for the job here on the balcony. He's going to have to push into apartments.
He has to, doesn't he? Kjaerbye will have to be the linchpin of the operation as well. They're swarming the bomb site. Crucial and Kjaerbye, though, actually doing a great job. The MP9 finds one, and so far, so good. Rez, stuck in no man's land. Dropped to smoke to give himself some space here. He needs to find a couple of kills here towards the A bomb site. They don't have to give him anything, however. He encroaches towards the Kjaerbye position, but well held, Chad, under a lot of pressure and scrutiny there, and especially towards that arch position. They managed to hold on, and Crucial steps up with a couple of kills with the M4.
Yeah, it's clear that NiP have identified that arch side as a bit of a weakness. They tried to go there on that Galil save round from hampus as well, where they had the unfortunate spacing, and Crucial got the double kill on the MAC-10. So if they continue to head to this side of the map, then they've obviously wanted to do this from their prep.
To be fair, though, we go into the real setup of Endpoint here. Crucial on the AWP.
True.
Should boost things over that side of the map, to be fair. He can be more aggressive now, go for better picks, especially in this sort of round now. They're up against the partial buy of Tech9's P250s and one Deagle for hampus, who will be the only player who's unarmored at this point, wanting to save the Schmeckles going forward. MiGHTYMAX is investigating towards border and middle. A decent grenade thrown from the quad side, lands towards second middle, and that offensive Molotov once again just denies access towards the boiler room. It's quite nice, isn't it? Like the fact you can't get up there whatsoever, you just have to wait.
Well, this is definitely a set piece. So you can see here these HEs. I assume they're going to want to use this to Kjaerbye's position on the bike.
Makes sense,
So
yeah.
establish mid control, maybe a long smoke here, maybe a moto smoke, then the nades either coming from short or apartments towards that bike position. That's how they're going to try and initiate their way into the site here.
Well, they've got heavy presence towards the apartment, so you might be right there. Could just get people lined up and throw those nades in towards the bike position.
Floating chicken's probably going to go down to those nades as well. So 2 casualties towards pit on the agenda.
Chicken. Here we go then, the first frag has been found, and what a kill it is. Wall bang, headshot through the smoke, and there's the grenade, as mentioned, towards the bike position. It's actually worked out. It flushes Kjaerbye right into the crosshair of Brollan, and speaking of which, Crucial needs to hit some close-range shots here. Manages to connect one, and Rez, double kill with the Tech9, picks up the AWP himself, and this is a great test for him. He actually has a chance to clutch this one out, Chad. He's got plenty of time, the AWP, and some spacing here. Players towards top of middle and library. That's going to be Nerds and Surreal, who are equipped with AK-47s and 100 HP.
Well, looking for a fight here. Shot from library, knows where one is. The other on that short side. Rez is going to have to isolate a duel here. He's winding the clock down, hoping it over peaks. Still plenty of time for this for Endpoint, playing together. Rez, 180 degrees for the fight. Steps up, takes the first missed shot. Should be coming in for the short side, and Nerds will. The diffuse is there, the AWP is theirs. Well handled.
Could have got messy there, but great effort from Rez. Spectacular kills with that Tech9, 90-degree shift, managing to take down the player towards the graveyard. But as you mentioned, AKs, AWPs recovered 5-1 now, as they start to cement their chances here on Inferno. Foundations are being built, but remember they had a 6-1 lead on Vertigo as well, and that was completely squandered and didn't pick up a following round for some time.
Strong starters. They just don't have a lot in the tank.
Yeah, run out of gas pretty quickly, it seems.
We all have the best intentions.
So AK-47s across the board here, round 7. In terms of the aggression of the CTs, they're actually pushing down Banana here. Surreal, we've seen him do this a few times, but that is normally the result, Chad. Like a push leading to an early frag for the opposition. And actually MiGHTYMAX down to 2 points of health as well. So he was actually towards B as well. So that little gambit there really backfired, if anything.
Yeah, well, the first time that Endpoint went for their half banana control, NiP didn't have HEs, and you saw the difference. They just got slowed by them, so much damage done, and then spammed through the smoke. So collectively, a bit of a drama. And having to bring the AWP over here. So do they just want to post Crucial up? It's trying to usher him in, make sure that there's nobody home. And oh, the flash was well timed. They both have to hang around. And the mouse wheel, that's not what you want to see, but Crucial, he'll stem the bleeding. Might even send them packing back towards the other side of the map.
Well, they know Crucial's the arch player, right? So they've got that information. They've already found a couple of kills towards B. Crucial with the AWP, he can't really justify rotations. They can pretty much guarantee there'll be 2 rifles waiting for the A bomb side, one of which is MiGHTYMAX on 2 points of health. They could even go CT spawn if they wanted to get real fruity here, but I don't think that's the best port of call, considering They have the information on the sniper now.
I feel if you come around this long side and you smoke, like exact aim map is great for these AKs. So they're just going to start whittling down these positions. Charging in.
Max is dead.
Yeah, he can't get too much done here. And now it's Kjaerbye's turn. They know where he is, or at least they should do in the trade. It's there. Great work from Plopski.
Didn't even have to drop down there. The straight up wall bang. And that's going to be the round for NiP, certainly. Crucial can't justify it. And fair enough, they tried to change things up there, Chad. Try to show some aggression towards B, but when it goes that badly, they probably won't be trying it again. Expected result. Throw the nade, jump down, and get spammed through the smoke. Surreal is the player that gets dropped, and then once you've caught in Crucial and he's got that frag, it's the perfect call from NiP. You don't have to be a genius to figure that one out. Nice execution, smoking towards the arch, one towards library, wrap the bomb site, make things uncomfortable, and there was really nothing they could do. The timing was excellent there.
Okay, we're having a little bit of a knife inspection here. How do you feel about the butterfly knife? I think it's at the top of the pyramid.
I think so as well, just for the animations alone. Yeah. I think it's got the coolest animation by far, and yeah, maybe it's time to consider one.
I opened a butterfly dragon lore.
Oh, wow, okay.
That was... I think I did it live on stream as well.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Did you hold on to it?
I still have it, yeah.
Nice.
I think I'll keep... And if I open a knife, like of that caliber, I'll keep onto it. It's not...
How many cases are you opening to get that sort of knife coming out?
It was when a new case came out, so I probably opened like, I don't know, 50?
Okay. So yeah, that's a bit of a stream spectacle in itself.
Yeah, well, you know, you want to keep the people at home entertained.
Oh yeah, give them what they want. And we'll see whether Endpoint can keep themselves alive here. After losing the previous round, they still have a nice full buy here. A bit of residual cash as well, but a much more defensive setup from NiP, waiting for that aggression to come in once more. It's Nerds and Surreal back to their usual positions. Incendiary just tickles hampus there, and Nerds loves his sandbag position. You'll see him playing here a lot. Likes to be aggressive here. And usually gets the kill, to be honest with you.
It's crazy the layers of banana control, right? Like we've gone through so many different iterations that now everybody has to have all possible variations available to them at any given time. At the moment, there's not too much argy-bargy for it. NiP are getting it just with time. So that tells me that the defenders of Surreal and Nerds want to hold on to their utility for a little bit more late round, and that will be obliged as Brollan mollies off the top banana. It gives him the buffer to clear sandbag, one back in exchange to make things a little bit more jarring.
And he's just going to leave it there. Feels like he's baited out enough and will join his teammates for another mid-excursion. Just trying to take vision away from the CTs.
First nade was too early. Second, same situation. Max ahead of the play there. It was a good idea, but step too early.
Well, now they know the AWP is quad side as well. So what's going to be the final play here? Good flashbang will buy Crucial a little bit of space, but this is a one and done. And you've got to hit the first to even get that going. So Brollan cracks the side open. A lot of pressure towards Kjaerbye at this stage, but they're just getting absolutely gunned down. MiGHTYMAX needs at least a couple, but quite a simple finish there as NiP will confirm their third. Not really much resistance at all. Crucial. That one flash he threw, that was ambitious to think he could be in such an open position. Like I said, if he hits the shot, maybe he gets away, but that would still be traded out if you ask me.
The idea is correct. The execution is the issue, right? Because and the thing is, if they can't maintain banana control of any semblance, then they have to make sure they fight for top mid. And that means Kjaerbye might have to leave the pit position and join them either towards short or long. Right. The difference here is, if Max's nades were to land and even just soften them up slightly, Kjaerbye becomes so much more potent from pit because this M4 can mow them down. We know it's 4 bullets to the body if they're on full HP. Well, if they're on half HP, guess what? You need 2 less. So he might be able to get himself quite a few more kills. But this is the one, right? This is the frag that Crucial has to hit. When he doesn't, Brollan just comes in and swarms and continues this good work.
It's an all-in play, and you've got no one to back you up. And if you do go down, they're going to capitalize. We've taken the AWP down. They haven't got time to react in terms of utility. Let's get in there together. Right now, we've got 4 players ready to go, and it's just a perfect finish. And I'm assuming that we have one final buy here before the money is dried up, and it will be the tactical timeout as well. So Regin now really needs to rally the troops, Chad. If you're just joining us and wondering what the gravitas of this situation is, basically the headline reads that both of these teams need a win in Group A here. This particular matchup has to go in their favor, otherwise they can say goodbye to their chances of making through in top 3.
Yeah, just to keep the hopes and dreams alive. It's very unlikely for both, but with a loss here, it's done and dusted. So maybe mathematically speaking, Casado will have an argument or two about that one, but
I think of Endpoint, if Spirit loses well, they still have a chance even losing this one. But yeah, I would say just gotta win this to give yourself a solid chance and not have to rely on other teams.
Exactly. Keep what you can control in your hands, right? Don't bank on other people coming through for you. We know how that one goes in life.
So, smoke a little bit deeper this time at the start of the round. Will they like to show any sort of aggression at the start. I don't think so. Just trying to take vision away from Brollan, who doesn't want to investigate further. Just going to wait for that one. They'll leave the bomb towards second middle. MiGHTYMAX watching the apartments from the barrel position here. Silent boost up from hampus.
It's telling of a little bit more of a mid-hold that they want to go for here. The same issue may ensue if they just smoke off the long side, and they had extra util over towards B for this, but it looks like A's coming already.
Well, at least they should be able to rotate a player over, and that's a kill you'd think Crucial would hit all day long. He's had a bit of a mare with the orb so far in Inferno and S-Tag, just to know he's back on the sniper for a T-Sat Inferno.
That's interesting.
Yeah. No, so I don't think he'll be checked. So that's a freebie.
Brollan didn't consider that at all.
And he lost vision. We saw it with the smoke as well, and he had to walk away for about 10 seconds. You'd think he'd be checking every position. Regardless, 4-4. Nerds finds Endpoint a lifeline here. I like this setup. The double headshot position, Surreal. Speaking of double headshots, they will line up for him. They might not be even called upon here. Lovely work from S-Tag hit. Oh no, Kjaerbye, how did you not hit that? That looked like a freebie on the plate for him.
Well, they still have to worry about Max over towards the pit. He will get one back, and here's the issue. Nerds is making noise. This is hampus' kill every day of the week, and now some in-game leader action. He knows where Max is, knows that it's a long rotation, and is going to beat Max there.
Yeah, Max can't justify running over straight away. Who knows what he's up to at this stage.
Oh dear, he scooped up a smoke.
That's going to be a nightmare. That means he can play anywhere behind the smoke itself. He can be right in towards ruins by the bench. And Max will just see that now and say, right, well, it's going to slow me right down.
Too many obstacles for Max now, and...
Oh, no! He's giving it up. He's giving it away. He thought he was protected.
Over the top. Hampus had a glimmer, but so did Max.
That's unreal. I didn't think he stood a chance there. All Hampus really had to do was hide in the corner.
Yeah.
Play the percentages, but he actually offers himself up, and Max will be more than happy to oblige there. What a massive round there in the context of this half. Endpoint was starting to fade away once again, Chad, but this great sequence from Surreal, a double kill, but S-Tag, that kill should have been Kjaerbye's, but regardless, there we have it. The in-game leader comes on top. You see Kjaerbye's frustration. How did that not connect?
Well,
I agree.
Oh.
Quite a clean shot in the end. Quite a lot of vision.
Yeah, and probably having to calm things down a little bit. You can see Nerds. We've been highlighting the fact that he does have impact here, but you can see he's probably the one in the team to get frustrated the most.
Yes.
I think he's expecting a lot out of himself. So the frustration, I imagine it was, oh, I shouldn't have pushed that, right? I didn't know where Hampus was in that equation. But,
absolutely.
You know, he's going to have to make sure he keeps that in check here because we know what he can do. We want to see more of it.
We would love to. Crucial will have to make do with the FAMAS here. No sniper rifle for him. Same story, though, for S-Tag. It's a full rifle affair. As we enter round number 10, ladies and gents, utility okay on the CT side. There are few concessions to be made. Crucial with just a flashbang at this point. Banana has been a bit of a problem for Endpoint, but not being challenged too often in the last few rounds.
But look how much space they get top mid. Right? They get all the room in the world. There's not even anybody spotting right now.
True.
And this FAMAS, well, it's the same position Crucial got kills with the MAC-10. They're ahead of the util. They're so far ahead of this. Crucial's about to get
like this before, though. Surely they give
barrel spotted. What's going on here? The check. Yeah, S-Attack. Thank God he can make up for it. But Crucial's played that multiple times now, and NiP getting caught off guard.
Plopski committed with that incendiary thrown. I believe he'll get this frag, but won't be traded just yet. It's going to be an actual 3 versus 2. This key frag now towards the pit position is absolutely vital. Kjaerbye knows he has to pressure, probe, and find the next kill. I dare say he's going down, though, and Plopski will confirm it, and that's going to be, as you said, Chad, looks a little bit too simple for them right now. Just walking up towards the top of middle with no resistance whatsoever, which can be fine, and there was a kill given away towards Crucial, but the fact the trade came through and they still had so much wiggle room, it all collapsed very quickly.
Yeah, if you're able to just walk up mid on a round like that and freely take top mid control, that's a big issue within itself, right? You need to have at least the fear of God in them that, hey, maybe there is an AWPer that's going to pick us, maybe there's a stack going on. So a great call from NiP here to exploit some of the gaps right now in this CT defense and some issues as far as the buys going forward for Endpoint. Now, the fact that Max clutched out that round before means as the team, not going to be looking good in the finance department.
And it seems that the tendencies of Nerds have been understood as well. Pushing down that banana position a couple of times now. Brollan just waiting for him. Nullifies his efforts. He didn't even get a look into the round. So, 6-4. Once again, a strong start from Endpoint, but slowly but surely NiP are bringing things back to their favor. It's their map pick. Bear in mind, they managed to get the first map on day 4. After 3 best-of-3 squandered on the 4th, they've picked up their first map here against Endpoint. And looking in good stead to potentially take a second as well, as we'll see a full investment, Chad. They are pretty much putting all the chips in the center of the table here, because if you lose this, you really haven't got much left the rest of the half. It's round number 11.
Pushing now, Surreal matters into his own hands. We'll get the first res. A little mini pit gets chucked away out.
And get out.
Oh, well, that number advantage can do a lot. Stay agile, keep it moving, keep it looking, and even drop it over to Kjaerbye here, who's a bit fresher on HP.
Good call. Does it funnel them towards B, however? Nerds will be the one to find out. On the other side of that half wall, MiGHTYMAX could set up the retake sequence, but they'll hold on to the utility with 3 players towards B as well, and it's unclear as to what the intentions of the Ninjas are here. They have 4 players alive and just holding all the key choke points in the map. Apartments, middle, banana, second mid. And back towards B we go with the bomb at least. We still have pretty much all the utility on the T side, so a full execution, and with the rifles in hand, I dare say it still gives them the advantage here. Depends on how easy the access is granted, though.
Yeah, it's going to be the gamble of Endpoint again. And right now, the 2-3 split not working in their favor. Nerds hoping to slow them with this incendiary.
It's a decent one.
Thing is, they can both be flushed out by mollies. You can molly new box, and you're going to be able to molly the orange boxes here. So could be some big issues.
Before we saw them Molotov emo a new box at least. So we'll see if that still, it looks like it's the same setup here.
They might be boosting CT.
They have changed it.
Yeah, there's a CT boost as well. Surreal's come back over. So 3 players here at least. An opportunity now for Endpoint.
I like this boost. I think this boost will yield at least 1, and that could be enough in a 5 versus 4. But the Molotovs could be problematic, as he stated. Another smoke towards CT. Here's the final play. Kjaerbye and Crucial still on the other side of the map, but 3 players here, and there's the flames all over. Nerds will be the one taking the attention away. He did drop that nice incendiary, bought some time there, segregates the terrorist, and now MiGHTYMAX, we said he needs a couple up here. He gets 1. 3 versus 2, and this is the key frag. Try and deny the plant. The plant! He gets the kill. Regardless, the money's good on the T side, chat. It's not the end of the world, but still. He had to make sure he killed him as the bomb was going down, at least to secure the kill and secure the round.
Yeah, well, they get this one on the board, so a nice work on the force buy, right? We spoke about how these aren't the type of rounds that Endpoint have been converting throughout this event. They've won 2 similar all-in type of rounds, right? When the cash hasn't been great. And Surreal, you can thank him for that aggressive maneuver down mid through the deep G2 mid smoke. Trading was here, but just Nerds getting this kill onto Plopski, that was the difference maker. It's hard for Plopski. Do I defend? Do I chase him down? He can jiggle either side of the box. Time was the bigger issue right there, and Nerds comes in clutch.
And that lineup the incendiary Nerds had as well. We saw that first kill. He had no trade potential because he segregated all the T's behind the fire. So very well played from him. He gets 3 kills and potentially wins around single-handedly there. We'll get into the next round. As you said, if Endpoint had lost that one convincingly, they'd probably have no money for the rest of the half. That was an all-in maneuver and one that pays off for them. Round 12, NiP back to focusing towards middle. We do not have the AWP for Crucial, but he's got backup this time. Surreal now showing presence towards middle, where it's been a problem. So I think that's great. You can see a reservoir of utility available there for Nerds if he needs it. And here we go. The mid area will be tested. And so far, it's looking pretty good for NiP until Kjaerbye. He'll find 4 in total. Sprays them down with that AK-47. Wow, they must have lined up for him there, chat.
Bit of Fight Club top mid, right? This is NiP who have been waltzing up this time there. They tried a bit of an execute behind it and not playing in the dark. So a good adjustment from Endpoint, right? This is them reading the play. And Kjaerbye here, we'll see this one again. So backs turned on the first couple. Shaky aim playing off for that.
Nice work.
And the final kill here. Good awareness there to deal with Plopski coming late out of the apartment's position. So great round from Kjaerbye.
Oh,
he loved that one, getting fired up.
Rolling back the years, Chad, I believe they call that one. And it will be round 13. The AWP's available for Crucial. But yeah, that's much better. We can't keep letting them walk up towards middle. It's not too late at this point. I remember overpassing in Spirit. It was too late. They kept letting them have full A control, and they didn't adjust at all. Now these adjustments are starting to come through. They're recognizing the issues. And after having a very strong B hold in the previous round, they can justify leaving all the utility on the B side of the map. Nerds will hold it, and Surreal will join them towards middle.
I think that's one of the keys. The fact that on 2 of these like force buy rounds, they've been able to defend the B bomb site.
Exactly.
That's seemingly enough to ward NiP to try their luck over towards A a little bit more often than not.
Well, feeling the financial burn this time are the Swedes. Flashbang to assist and towards the top of Banana. Got a couple of AK-47s and a boost above the smoke for now. Nerds, though, throws a grenade towards the logs. No one there to receive it, unfortunately. And now just 2 smokes and a couple of flashbangs. 3 smokes, I beg your pardon. As Nerds once again in that sandbags position, just disallowing control towards the car. But they'll take it back. And that's fine. You can hear they've got pistols. You don't necessarily have to challenge for these frags. Make them execute, use the crossfires, and keep that man advantage in range.
There should be Endpoint's rounds here, just with the smokes to get into the site. Oh, this is the top and under retake util. It's a nice way to do it. Yeah, it's tidy, but they're ahead of it. They're going to have to fight. They're going to have to stand. They're going to have to deliver here. NiP creeping in. Nerds from the Coffins position has spotted one. It's Surreal. Draws first blood onto hampus here. And
back up.
Yeah, warding them off now, slowing them down. It's Brollan with this AK who creeps in, and Nerds deals with him. So just 2 more kills.
You see how nice that was, being nice and passive, allowing the teammates to rotate through. Kjaerbye's able to find a kill, and they just slowed it right down, denied the plan, and nothing can be said. This was the investment here, or half investment from NiP. Plopski now, the last player standing, and are we taken care of? That's much better. Endpoint waking up at the right time here, adjusting their setups, reading the situations well, and playing those crossfires to perfection.
Okay, well, we have to take a look at how this is kind of falling apart. NiP got the pistol, then they lost the Forced in the second. If they got the conversions there, it would have been a much better looking half. They're exploiting the top mid, the lack of information on A and some of their successes. And now in the final 2, they need to get something done here, NiP, because we know the T-halves have been worrisome. That wasn't the case on Vertigo, but starting to be a problem here on Inferno.
Absolutely. Well, well, well. Oh, a bit of confidence now from the CTs. You can see them actually a little bit looser, not so rigid, finding opening picks, and you love to see it. That's all they had to do. They couldn't allow these Ts to have full reign of the map. As hampus, the in-game leader, will be dropped as well. Nerds is not done. He fancies maybe getting on the logs here and having a look around.
I love the wave of this, though, right? The log smoke with the molly first. They win that first duel. Then they molly logs and smoke deep, and now Nerds is tucked in. So it's a nice 2-pronged attempt at getting this banana.
A nice setup towards quad as well. You can see MiGHTYMAX watching towards the apartment position while Kjaerbye boosted up. Well, at least he was. And
Nerds is going to get mollied here, I think, Henry, because Brollan is lining this up. There it is. So it's not the one I thought. This was the one to clear out the close cubby, not to clear out the logs position.
Oh, they'll have no idea. It's a really good bait and switch here. Surreal at the top, but the smoke will allow an exit from Nerds if he fancies it. 45 seconds, mid-control for Rez, but just him. And here comes the next battle. It's going to be Nerds, making himself known. That smoke allows him to segregate the attempts of Brollan, and Crucial with a lovely shot there. It's going to be a 4 versus 2. S-Tag left. And he actually managed to get that kill on Nerds. Plopski will run the gauntlet through the flames here, and they've got to recover the bomb. Less than 30 seconds. Still the advantage for Endpoint as the smoke comes in towards CD Spawn. Now, do they commit to this? I don't think so. It looks like a bit of a fake.
Plopski has to, though. He has to go in and try and get a kill. He's hoping that he gets a kill here, can draw this other man over that is MiGHTYMAX towards the boiler room. Now, there's enough time for S-Attack to get in and plan with this kill. Still enough time to run in now. That rotation coming back. Plopski, he's dividing and conquering right now between the last 2 defenders. Hightailing it to get over is Crucial's AWP. The smoke's good, the bomb's down. Plopski can win this duel against Surreal, who's low, and now S-Attack just has to survive.
He's done it. Timed it to perfection there in the apartments. And Crucial, all he can really do is tuck the bomb and hope a shot is given over. I don't think S-Tag will grant it, though. He'll check now. And that will be it. Well played. Not really much you can do against that, Chad. And a brilliant little call there, mid-round. After getting that banana control, taking all the vision away, Plopski makes his way through the flames, gets the kill in return, and S-Tag manages to get a rotating player. That's assuming with such little time left, they'll be going in towards B. And after this great effort as well, Nerds did so much down here. And you hate to see the round go down like this for them, but just great thinking on their feet. S-Tag, you can see, the last second, he plants the bomb. So time to perfection. Nothing he could do. He counted the 4 before he committed to the peak there on Crucial to ensure he couldn't fully defuse. But a frustrating round to give away. And it's going to be number 15 here. A full buy of swords. Not all the grenades for Endpoint, but no AWP. But a lot of grenade damage at the start. That nullifies Nerds, I would say. He won't be able to be as agile as he would like.
I don't know if they can send him down for this full banana control now.
He's still spamming and actually gives it back in kind, but Brollan down to 37 still has to fall back, surely.
A lot of bravery from Nerds here.
Certainly.
Well, they will at least press the issue towards top banana. Now they'll leave Brollan here. There is support behind him. The half-wall flash is good, but so is the CTs in exchange. Only under the porch right now. He's going to have to flush MiGHTYMAX elsewhere. Extinguish is good. They want to make sure they maintain this mid-hold. You can see the boost, the close arch play, and they're coming their way.
It's a strong setup. You don't see that boost too often these days. We'll see whether it's enough. A good smoke to buy another 20 seconds.
Very shallow, though, isn't it? I would creep into that. Try and exploit them there.
Get up and then flash through. Plopski in towards the apartments. Then do they check the boost spot? Do they edge a bit further?
It's just Kjaerbye in mid now. They've actually hedged towards B. It's a 3-2 split, and it's the wrong call right now. Smoke fading. Kjaerbye gonna have to go huge.
It's not a multi-frag position though, Chad.
Lucky if he gets one here. Oh, there's the first. The second is great. Kjaerbye handling this. 5 bullets left right now in the M4. 25 seconds left on the clock. The A attack is coming. They know where he is, but he's just going to run. He's just going to hide.
Good call.
You don't have time to deal with him right now. You need to get in towards the site, and that's where Max currently stands. The backup's here, and Kjaerbye around the world found Plopski. It's all falling apart, and 10-5 on the nose. Endpoint, you love it.
We absolutely do. This series is back alive. Endpoint have woken up, and they managed to take double digits on their CT side of Inferno. NiP's pick. I think this series has got a long way to go. A few more twists and turns. We'll find out after this break.
Hey Future Pros, sometimes in CS you just want to get aggressive and take the fight straight to the enemy. I'll use this mid push from Astralis to demonstrate a reasonably good approach to get up in the faces of your foes on Inferno. It really helps if you're keeping track of the T's economy, as doing this against a fully bought T side will have varying results. This strategy requires 3 Future Pros, 2 HEs and an AWP. Future Pro number 1, you'll be the player who pushes deep into mid. As you make your way to mid, get your HE out and lob it down mid. This makes sure that if anyone does face you, then they will already have taken some damage. Make sure to push along the right side of the wall so you don't get killed by a T holding steps. Tuck yourself into this corner and listen for any noise or calls from your teammates. When Future Pro 3 has made some kind of contact towards T steps, this is your cue to peek out and hopefully get a free kill. After this contact, keep your head on a swivel, as multiple Ts could be about to flood out ult mid or T steps. Future Pro number 2. You will mostly be holding ult mid, but first throw this HE just as Future Pro 1 does. Once you have thrown your HE, it is possible for Ts to be close to you already from ult mid, so be ready for a fight. You can cycle between holding mid and ult mid depending on how the Ts are pushing. Be confident in your aim and quickly process any information you receive. Future Pro number 3, you'll be holding T steps from the top of mid with an AWP. Your role is to relay information to your team and act as support so your fellow Future Pros can't be singled out. And that's it. Going aggressive as a CT is always a risk, but if you and your lads are feeling dominant, this can be a great way to control the flow of a match. It could completely fail as well, and if it does, I don't want to hear anything in the comments. Get some DM in instead and keep improving.
Welcome back to the Mediterranean shores of Malta. You join us here for ESL Pro League Season 16 and a must-win series for both teams here. Endpoint versus Ninjas in Pajamas. The first map going in favor of the Ninjas, Chad, in quite a convincing manner, but Endpoint are not done yet. They've managed to get double digits on their CT side and actually look pretty sprightly towards the end of it.
Yeah, a couple of frustrated expressions there on the faces of both teams here. There's been some interesting moments throughout, but Nerds over towards B has delivered Kjaerbye with a couple of massive moments over towards that A side defense.
Hold on, call the admins. Are you allowed to have 7 guns on the CT side, Chad? Is that allowed?
I want to see everybody buy Julies, and then that way we might see a couple more kills of them here, because I know that some people love them, some people hate them.
Yeah, well, Either way, they will be brought out in full force here. And it's going to be a mid-rush coming in from the T's as well. Brollan licking his lip to the prospect of multiple kills, but it's not to take him down. An excellent shot there with the Glock. He reads him like a book, and Rez now will be tested with that P2000. His hampus open things up, though, as they swarm towards the A bomb site. They know where Rez is, and he'll get himself a kill. Back to a 3-on-3. And the bomb should be planted momentarily here. Still anyone's round here. No one looking too comfortable as the Berettas getting closer and closer. The flash is delivered, and that's a great sequence from Plopski here. Can he find more? Pushing closer and closer, and it's going to be a clean sweep in the end. Very easy to handle. No bomb planted. And where was the bomb, Chad? How come it didn't go down?
They were very jarring right there. They weren't allowing them to plant the bomb, right? Coming in and taking the fight. There were two players who showed themselves. That flash then coming through from hampus, facilitating Plopski on the push. They wanted to try and defend the site before getting the bomb down, which is understandably so. But the thing was, they just weren't aware how many players were getting stuck in this situation. So really good attempt and a quick response from NiP. Look how quick they're all here, right? They're very fast in the face.
You don't want him to get too comfortable, I suppose, and that was MiGHTYMAX with the bomb in the corner there. But as you said, the flashbang comes over, the dual Berettas, there's running and gunning, got 30 bullets of fun, and there we have it.
Oh.
Ooh, what's happened here? Nuts.
Well, he's sat down Plopski, who just had a smile on his face. I imagine not anymore.
Yeah, definitely not. I guess that's a slight one-way sometimes with that smoke. You can sit behind the half wall and try and go for that first kill. I didn't catch it, but I'm assuming that's what happened.
That all happened very quickly, didn't it? Is he... Okay, so let me just fly over to Banana. Let me... Because we can't see
you see if he's in front of the half wall, that smoke down. I assume he was trying to use a one-way. We've got our best man on the case now. Chad is not struggling at all. Off we go.
I'm going to blame the mouse here. It's not,
to be fair, can we get some mouse pads up here?
It's not turn. There he is.
He was in front of us. Yeah, I think he was using that smoke.
He was trying to get a bit cheeky with it.
Yeah, and it's one of those ones like you can sort of be seen. Like you can see the boots and the side of your body, but it's a little bit difficult. So it's not a true one-way, I believe. But either way.
Could be 2 pistols for NiP and 2 forced by losses. So Endpoint here.
A lot of work to do still. Only 2 players towards A for now. hampus is rotating through the arch. Good smoke, so they actually focus towards the CD spawn area. Bit of a banana split coming up, but they'll run past the arch and actually focus towards the A bomb site. Things getting a bit confusing now, but Rez rising to the occasion. Lots of damage put out there. Speaking of which, that's a 1D from Crucial. Right to the dome of hampus here. Rez still putting out decent damage.
They're going to go B. They're dropping back to go B. Look at this. Straight down mid. Okay, well, S-Tag's worried about the mid to be right now. They're going to be making their way up, and that is the pressure valve just released. S-Tag can deal with this now.
Smoke towards spawn.
He's out of position.
Yeah, he's had to let them go through, but waiting for the smoke to go down there would have been the better option, I believe, but it's actually quite an easy finish. NiP couldn't really work out what was happening there, but more than happy to take them down one by one. A couple of missteps there on the final seconds of round number 17.
Yeah, good stuff here from Rez rotating over. He actually stalled out this. Yeah, here it is. Okay, right, so yeah, more than a little bit of a gap.
Yeah.
A massive gaping void right there. Some good shots. Crucial here, just trying to hightail it over.
His pathing was a bit tidier. He could have gone around that corner, no problem, but there it is. Rez, a lot of damage that round. Started with the MP9, finishes things off and start with the FAMAS.
But this is better for NiP though, right? The fact they didn't lose the force by this time around, because I feel that, well, I think they feel they should have had a better first half of play. So now they've found themselves in a situation where they've at least converted the must-win, gets their 3rd consecutive here as what should be a freebie. Surreal cops a big chunk of damage there, and the nade follows swiftly behind. The dual Berettas on the balcony. It's a story as old as time.
It absolutely is, yeah. A fabled one, at least. hampus, lovely grenade there towards Surreal. And the dual Berettas, I dare say, they'll be farming this round. You'd like to see it. No extra cash for them, but maybe they should have. Very stylish weapon. Love to see it more on the gun rounds.
Yeah, ever since Valve went, here you go, we'll give this to you for cheaper, it's just been integrated into almost every single CT-sided pistol round now.
They're effective pistols. Like one of the few you can actually truly spam. I guess the 5.7 you can as well. But the Berettas just feel so good sometimes in some of those kind of more claustrophobic interactions towards like the boiler room, the apartments, etc., etc.
I feel like if you get a chance to reload with the Julies, the other team, you know, they've given you an opportunity there, haven't they? Like 30 bullets, more than enough. Oh, interesting. Molly there, bottom banana. I believe that was to maybe try and stifle a CT smoke. Don't worry about the smoke. They're getting the smoke right now. Brollan, another opening for him in this series, looking great. And Crucial's drawn one back through the smoke. So a gift from the gods.
Absolutely. I was about to say the same thing. So Didn't necessarily have to work too hard for it, but Crucial will take it all day long. Lurk smoke deployed by Kjaerbye here, just to suggest he could come out of the apartment at some point. It normally means, though, they're running back towards B. And that's exactly what's happening. He'll go join his teammates as he runs through the underpass. And in terms of the CT setup, it's just S-Tag here. I say just, he's only got the incendiary at this stage. I suppose he can deploy it in time, but the fact that they're creeping up on this position, I think that's round done. You can't justify going for this. You're going to have to save.
Yeah, it should be this. I think I baited in by the barrel there. That little barrel spot onto Max, and then the step out, they were ready for it. So well handled from Endpoint. Very fortunate to get that kill back through the smoke from Crucial.
Right?
Otherwise,
I said,
it wouldn't have been possible.
Right? There was no way. I looked at the round was over, and that first kill came in. But Crucial somehow gets one, and they'll take that all day long. It's going to be the 11th round for Endpoint. And not the most exciting round of Counter-Strike, I suppose, with 3 players surviving on the CT side. Inferno and Dust 2 will lead to a lot of these sort of situations.
Yeah, and I think here you can just chalk this one up and go, yeah, I got up through the smoke.
Exactly.
Right? You can definitely get away with saying that.
Crucial arguably got a bit lucky. I'd like to see the replay. Maybe he got a bit of indication that's what was going on.
Oh, no.
I would say no. That's just a straight up shot through the smoke.
Yeah,
it's a nice one.
Everyone's favorite kills, straight through the smoke. Yeah, and that's how you feel traditionally after a death like that.
Sure.
Oh, 11 now, back in the winning ways, Endpoint. Their first round here on the T side, and Rez did have that AWP and will retain it, so let's see if he can get himself activated. Yeah,
haven't seen much of him in the AWP on Inferno. S-Tag had a few rounds of it on the T side, but I dare say that's more of a specialist role, and that's why he was using it. The CT side, Rez will be happy to continue the campaign like he did on Vertigo. And to be fair, it wasn't an amazing showing, but it was decent. He managed to get some key frags and show us he's capable.
After the 0-7 start, yeah, he did turn it around, so that was great. Let's see here. Is it going to be done in 2, or do we have that third map just around the corner? Endpoint would love to get this one, get an extra round out of it if they could convert.
Mirage for the final map as well. Saw NiP look decent on the first half against Spirit, then things completely crumbled for them again on that T side. That's if we get there. Might not be required here. Anyone's map here. Molotov actually going to be very effective against these 2 CTs. They're going to push off this jump attempt here from Plopski, and he actually gets away with it against the AK-47 as well. Nerds at the turn for the flashbangs. Fantastic frag to find, considering he had to use the lesser of the rifles.
Now, the thing is, I don't think they noted that there was 3 players towards top banana, because the reaction from Endpoint, it's a little bit lethargic here. It's starting to throw it out now, but that rotation, it's coming. Brollan and hampus, they need to defend, and Kjaerbye from the apartments will get a massive kill. It's all in the in-game leader of hampus here. We know he's been having a rough event. The first kill to stall them. The second is necessary, but can't get it done. Crucial's AWP cracks it open, and should be another save.
I think you might be right there, Chad. Crucial goes above and beyond all expectations of him there. I thought, oh, that first kill he's got, amazing. No way he'll be able to get a ducking and weaving hampus here, though. He's going to be an incredibly small target, but amazingly well handled, and it's going to be, an absolute save here. Rez will have no choice with S-Tag on the other side of the map. They've got the AK, the AWP, can't justify it, and Crucial finding the big frags there. It was Nerds who went down first. We'd have thought that'd be a difficult round. A 5-on-4 they've converted, and that's been the headline for NiP in this tournament so far. Unable to really run with those advantages they find.
Kjaerbye top of the scoreboard, 17 kills for him. We got 16 for Crucial, 15 for Max, 14 for Nerds, and Surreal bringing up the rear with 8. So it's a bit more of a team effort here.
That was Kjaerbye coming out of the apartments as well. That was a very important kill that he had to find.
Yeah.
So this was the initial jump spot. Saw Nerds there, and he's lucky to get away with that against the AK-47. Nerds can feel it as well. He knows probably should have had that one. And hit the shots from Crucial. The second one I wanted to see. Just about catches his elbow there. Through the box, hampus goes down. Excellent work. And do we have a timeout potentially here? Time will tell.
Looks like they're just going into it here with the saved weaponry. A couple of light pistol upgrades around it. Plopski not investing a whole lot. Now, this is where you need Rez with the AWP to get activated, right? You need him to try and seek out an opening pick for you. Nerds again with the same combination. Smoke to deny the molly, one of his own towards Sandbag, and he has surged very quickly here with the support of his team. So a lot more pressure could be applied towards B within the early stages of this. S-Tag's AK does reside.
Maybe a bit of a walk in here would be great. Nerds, though, can feel the pressure. When you feel those sort of flashbangs come over, there's a chance the CTs will come flying around the corner. But this could be an early quick play in towards the B side from Endpoint here. Molotov doesn't land, but the headshot of S-Tag certainly does. They know he's towards the coffins here. Now, does he have fight or flight mechanics built in? He's going to take the latter. Doesn't really work out for him, and it's going to be Kjaerbye who will drop him through the smoke. And at this stage, once more, would have to save the AWP. They'll try and salvage the AK. hampus can walk around and presumably pick that up. Shouldn't be a problem. Needs to stay quiet, though. Gets a smoke as well for good luck. And it looks like he's got away with it. But then we have a Kjaerbye. 2 more frags there, Chad.
Yeah, it's a nice one from him. Starting to climb up the leaderboard here. Just to note with hampus, as we mentioned, he's had a bit of a rough tournament here. He lost his suitcase on the way through, didn't have his gear. And
still hasn't arrived.
And he's a bit more of a particular guy, hampus. You know, some players, they change out their mouse pad every couple of years.
He uses like a limited edition mouse pad, right?
He's been using it for about 2 years.
So, like, I get it. Like, sure, you can all say, oh, just get it replaced. That's true. But if you're using a very specific, like I said, limited edition mouse pad, it's been really worn into the way you like it. Even if it's no difference in your mind, you're going to be thinking when you miss a shot, like, I wouldn't have missed that. I wouldn't have missed it. So I would just say as a PSA there, if you ever go into a LAN, keep all the important must-haves.
It's a hard lesson to learn, but
well,
it's definitely a lesson.
Everyone has to learn it at some point. We even spoke to him this morning. He said the same thing. He goes, oh, I'm never going to do that again.
We had it, remember back in Berlin where Woxic had issue with the mouse, and I ended up personally ordering him a bunch of mice on it because it was causing such massive delays.
Yeah,
in the
every
event.
time we couldn't get him going online. I remember that now.
It was a bit of an issue, right? So, and look, this is, people look at it and they go, well, look, you can't be making excuses at this top level of Counter-Strike. Look, I'll agree with you there, but if you're looking for a reason as to why there might be, you know, some downward trends in the performance, that's going to be one of them. Right? If your in-game leader's not feeling comfortable with the gear that he's having to use, then he's going to be a few, and especially when he's a fragging in-game leader, right? There's going to be a couple of omissions in the gameplay here. So, unfortunate for hampus, unfortunate for NiP, but let's see if they can still keep things alive here on their map choice of Inferno. Into the play. Now, Endpoint have been one of these teams who never really seem to have to rush the situation. They have good protocols, good understanding of how they want to open their rounds with the defaults, and then Max seems to piece the puzzle together for them to finish late. It's 2-3 spread, this time a bit more of an offensive maneuver over towards top mid and down the back shoot. There's one onto S tag.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. Nerds once again hunting for the control. Does he want to extinguish the Molotov? No real need to. Holds on for now. Another grenade coming his direction though. That's towards Logs, and he gets the kill on towards Plopski. Revenge for the previous encounter. And that's a 5-on-4, and we're at a 13-8 scoreline as well. This is a very important round. Money is spread very thin on the NiP side as well. They've been saving weapons, sure, but having to heavily invest as well. A couple of players, Brollan and Plopski down to 0. Molotov in the corner, and now just trying to investigate what information the CTs have. Do they have sandbags control? Is there still a player here? We need to take away as much vision as possible, but Rez, there's a chance he gets given an opportunity here, and there it is. Nerds like to challenge Chad, and sometimes it's to his detriment.
They've done enough. You know, that there's a dry peak with all the utils, so maybe a little bit overzealous in that situation, but it's enough information to get Endpoint into gear, starting to now set their sights towards A. Brollan rejigging the setup, and he still has a full bag of util. Drop a nade towards short, drop a smoke at his feet. That is perfectly placed on Kjaerby's head. Cop that one.
Yeah, you hate to see that. And it looks like a foregone conclusion, perhaps. The Reds got way too much control here. Still 3 players alive for Endpoint at this stage, and a bit of a sneak through from Kjaerbye.
There's no time. Look at it, 15 seconds.
Oh, yeah, right. I was about to say, there's maybe something he can do with this, but Reds is already 1 step ahead. They should be saving the weapons. Kjaerbye doesn't even need to go for the kill here. Oh, hampus, that's the old mouse pad, perhaps. Didn't quite connect the dots with that one.
Well, if Rez goes down, it's a good kill for Kjaerbye here. Oh, Rez, great round from him, the AWP. 3 kills, 18 to his name. A good performance from Rez. The key to this team, the key to NiP with the current complexion of the roster is Brollan and Rez have to frag like the superstars.
Yep.
That's not a question.
Plan,
right? That has to be the blueprint. And then hampus, he needs to get the space as the in-game leader, make those moves. Here it is. Bang! Got that one.
Frustrating one to receive that.
Good stuff for Kjaerbye as well.
Rez can certainly deliver, it seems, with the AWP.
Well, when he was the secondary AWPer, it was never too shabby, but there's a huge difference between being a secondary AWPer and being a primary AWPer, right?
Absolutely.
When you're a secondary AWPer, you're not getting studied by everybody. People aren't going in and going, what's his pathing? Where does he hold? How do they flash him? What are the angles he likes, right? Where are the repeats he likes to go for? As a secondary AWPer, you know, it's like your hobby AWPer is the term that I heard thrown around. And I think that's a very good way to define it. You pick it up, you have a run around, you have a good time. And if it's not working, I don't like this hobby anymore. And you go back to an AK-47. But when you're the primary AWPer, you got to bring it out. Your in-game leader requires you to find the kills on the sniper rifle.
I will say they haven't made any official announcement or comment on this yet. It was just the first game we've seen Rez using it, picking it up from S-Tag. So who knows what the plan is for the future, but for this series at least, he is the main AWPer. And Nerds, does he know that S-Tag...
Nope.
Oh, he sees the barrel. Here we go. Like, so for kills he does give away sometimes, Nerds makes up for buckets and spades. It has to be said. That's a great shot. And is he in trouble here, Chad? I think he might be. Yeah, flushed out by the flames, has to fall back. And
but they should go A again, right? They've taken now S attack here. They know he's a B defender.
Players, yeah.
A lot of utility was there. Rez is going to get caught off guard. Kjaerbye from the apartments has found more traction. Brollan's going to be locked out. Needs to jump up through the scooter here. Brollan's going to need to do a lot. Trying to hide in the smoke. They found him out. Got spammed through. Surreal with the damage, but still able to get one. Brollan's done some damage.
No scope from Crucial to keep the dream alive on the A bomb site. Plopski can still win this, Chad. Bomb yet to be planted. He's got good positional control and Crucial. 16 points of help as well, looking the wrong way. He'll be tucked in the corner, and surely the barrel will be sticking out, but he's been overlooked for now. Plopski seems to be aware of that position, waiting for it. Can he see it? I'm not sure.
Idea here, and he's going to clear pit first. This is marvelous from Plopski. One down, the other lock. Crucial cannot step out, or Plopski will end his life right here, right now. Spam through the box. Perfect stuff. 10 rounds now for NiP, and what a little clutch that was.
I was squinting my eyes out. I couldn't quite tell if he saw the barrel in the back corner, but he seemed to be so confident that Crucial was in that position.
I had the same issue, and I thought maybe it's because we're getting old, but there is significant glare.
There's glare on the screen, so I didn't want to overstep the line and say, oh, he can definitely see it. But the fact he had so much conviction looking to the corner, I assume he could. The barrel might have sticked out, but either way, what an amazing clutch there.
Here we go. So yeah, you can definitely see the barrel. I've got a new angle, a glare-free angle.
Excellent. Perfect.
And he could definitely see something there, so well handled from Plopski here.
Oh, a little wallbang to close it out as well. That's a huge round to pick up. Kjaerbye knows that's a difficult one to concede. He had to work so hard in the apartments to crack the side open. He can't believe their luck. Oh, I was about to say AKs across the board, but MiGHTYMAX will have to make do with the Galil.
They need to get the bomb down again here if they can, because loss bonus about halfway through. Oh, flash is good. Nerds is good for another here. Can see the shadow. Is attack really going to test the water around this corner? Nerds has done a great job of holding his own, whether it's for one and done.
If he spams again and a reload comes through, that's your chance.
They don't know he's close.
Yeah, I don't think they do at all. Oh, there it is. Does he go for the double? Oh, he definitely does. It's Nerds we're talking about here. Good grenade to follow things up as well. It's going to flush him out, but S-Tag comes out on top, down to 23 points of health and gets away, but still, advantage Endpoint in the 4-on-4 and the HP department.
Feels like a B execute should be likely now because Nerds will be clearing that player is low, right? He should be calling, yeah, I tagged him. The nade was there too. He must be red HP. The bomb in Banana. 3 players, Surreal being one of them. Threw out one smoke, has another that he could deploy here as well. And the bomb is at the top of Banana on Max, so it's going to have to be the B finish here.
Well, we're getting to the dying stages of Inferno here. Endpoint still with the score advantage, but NiP putting up a hell of a fight, especially in that previous round of the clutch from Plopski. Tag, Rez, they lie in wait here.
They're making so much noise, this is being heard.
And they've got the AWP towards Coffins as well. This should be a bit of a shooting gallery, but the flashpoint is very effective. We're going to see Rez actually getting that first kill. MiGHTYMAX responds with the Galil in hand, but there's still so much work to be done. 15 seconds, the plan will come through. Oh, not quite. It's the 5-7 to deny. And at this stage, Kjaerbye is left in a very difficult position. I don't think he can do anything with it. Have to fall back, and he's dead. And there we have it. NiP, 11th round on the board. And the money is broken for Endpoint. This could be going up to 13-13.
Should have to be an eco situation, a half by a couple of upgrades. This is a pocket strat territory right now for Endpoint. If they want to try something a little bit pacier, they haven't really so far. Maybe try going fast up Banana and take these fights early, because Nerds has been doing a good job of jostling, jousting with them. Rez, when he denied the plant with that 5-7 through the smoke, that was it, because that rotation from hampus was so quick. Right, frustrations there, but still in the lead.
Yeah, but it feels like it's getting tighter and tighter out there, losing control of the game. And just down to Desert Eagles and Kevlar for Nerds here, who has been fragging hard on the T side, but they seem to find a solution to his impact pretty quickly. Nerds will be waiting towards the bottom, and full Banana control granted towards the Ninjas for now, and we'll see if this bit of damage leads anywhere. Plopski in towards Logs. Red's actually up to 20 kills at this point as well. He's been hitting some bangers.
Yeah, he's been doing what's required of him. It's never easy to AWP on a map like Inferno. No, it's going to have to hit a Scorcher here, because otherwise they're just going to walk into their demise. The gap was presented. Rez will grab the second one too, even though hampus was marching over to add that to his numbers. There's another kill for Rez. So at this point, he's going to be very happy that he's AWPing today. He's going to be thinking, this is the key, boys. I've always been an Orba. You know it, Henry. We've all had a teammate like it before.
I told you all along I could do this. To be fair, like, riflers, they can handle the AWP. Their aim's always going to be fantastic, and it's the one-shot kill. Once you understand the methodology and how to operate, like, you should be good at it, like, as a pro CS player, right? Like, generally speaking. But, yeah, he's looking very comfortable right now. Good positions, good shots, never under too much pressure or scrutiny. And we'll see a tactical timeout here. The 4th one by Endpoint. You can feel their grip on the game loosening. And Regin knows it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what you do. Give him one of those.
It's going to snap.
Give him one of those.
Explode and go.
Yeah, to be fair, you pointed it out. Any advantages they've had or information they've garnered, they've just been too slow to respond. They haven't been punishing the information they've worked for. So sure, the trade will come in, and that's frustrating, but at the same time, you've seen 2 players there on top of the kill you've got. We need to be moving faster, not limping up towards middle, allowing them to rotate with no presence towards B whatsoever.
Well, let's see where they want to take this one.
Yes, indeed.
Because you're running out of options, right? Like, it's all fine with these openings. You'd be more than happy to run the default. If that's the only adjustment, run the default. If we get these trades, then we go. We react a little bit quicker off the information. That's fine. If they try and go for something completely out of the box, untested waters here, that's a bit more of a problem. Bit of a classic here.
Oh, Rez, he's moving around, Chad. That's what you like to see.
An agile AWPer.
An agile AWPer with dynamic frags. And he's been a B, Arch, Quad, and now the apartments. And Kjaerbye, who hasn't really been challenged up there at all, thought he had free roam, but definitely not.
Well, they're about to snap onto the B bomb site.
Give him one of those, boys. Here we go. He's going to have to get in now and hopefully hit this first frag. They know the orb's on the other side of the map. They've got about 10 seconds before he's going to arrive. Smokes go down towards the coffins here. S-Tag will be joined by Plopski. We'll see who gets the opening kill. Oh, no, it's surreal through the smoke. As it's now a 5 versus 3, Plopski in a prime position as well to actually get the bomb down here. MiGHTYMAX won't check him, and that's going to cost them 4 versus 2. Crucial fighting back, and they've actually got a chance here, Chad. 2 on 2. The HP is so desperately low, though. But I like that position. Rez on 1 HP. How's he alive?
Oof, from the
99
top rope.
damage.
That could have been massive from Crucial. Away back in here, but Brollan still 100 points of health. He's going to do damage from downrange, and look at all the util he has to work with here as well. Crucial needs to scoop up the bomb in the worst possible position. To front oranges, he will be able to get it in his grasp and could attempt to plant safely, but wants to buy himself a little bit of room before going for the plant. Over towards the coffins, mantles up, and will get it down, but that nade is sailing straight towards his direction, and Brollan, he'll seal the deal. 17 kills for him now. Rez will get the defuse, and all good as we go 13-13.
Absolutely. Oh, there were so many opportunities there. So unlucky from Crucial. The fact that he made the right call on top of the barrels there. A huge spam and 99 damage. Rez can do no wrong, it seems, right now. Everything going in his favor, and somehow survives that previous interaction. This was the first kill from S-Tag, spamming the smoke and catches Surreal. MiGHTYMAX jumping over as well. That was another important interaction. Nerds did what he could, and this is where the frags came through, but too little, too late. Too much damage inflicted. And they run away with the round with the nade, finishing things off.
An underrated detail there was the defensive smoke that SSI had thrown in front of Plopski, because it bought Plopski a buffer not to have the fight pool, and also forced them to go up and over. Okay, well, they were attempting to do the pallet boost, but look at this. Crucial is already that far forward at bench, so that information is going to start coming through the grapevine that maybe A is under an onslaught. Plopski chasing down Nerds. This time he's actually got the better of him with the early exchange. Oh, and that nade's not bad either. Up mid, pressure on. A starting to sweat. Back and forth. And point go. They know that Plopski potentially be isolated down towards the bottom of Banana here. He has just deployed his smoke, so backpedaling looked like it was going to be the option. He's on his own here towards B, so Plopski has a lot of responsibility.
Certainly does, but he might be absolutely fine. Kjaerbye challenging towards the arch, and now they're going to swing on him. He needs to get out of there, and I think he's done. What an incendiary that was, and once more, Endpoint are operating in a 4-on-5 of low HP Nerds as well, who's been the danger man for them, finding all these opening frags, cracking over bomb sites, and I dare say he's dead straight away. He's got such low HP, and Plopski, he's rising to the occasion, Chad. He's been tested and managed to find 2 kills and a perfect boost as well. This is NiP finding their 14th round. Endpoint with nothing to say about it. Rez, he'll get a gimme towards Surreal, and now just MiGHTYMAX with the kill as well. That's all the money gone. good kill, I suppose. It does something, but they've got maximum loss bonus and no plant. It's Galil territory once again.
Well, this is 6 consecutive rounds right now for NiP here on the trot. They won the pistol in both halves, but the difference in this half was the conversions that came with it. They're sitting pretty now. This is the molly from Brollan. So,
and he got the kill as well.
Look at it, well timed. Bang. Oh, you're not going anywhere, my friend.
So sick.
You are locked top mid with us.
Unfortunate for Max, and this one's starting to get out of hand now. They've got no more timeouts, remember, as well, Chad. They've all gone. Just got to play on the partial by almost allowing NiP to get the series points.
It shouldn't have to fall to Nerds, but I feel that he's going to be the man to crack open Banana for them, right? It's going to need to be one of his fantastic aim-based openings. Oh, there's the Tech 9 running
that will do
over
nicely.
him.
Now, do they need to fully commit to this? Not straight away. They've got the rifle now, and he didn't actually take any damage there. So he's got the AK-47. They've still got bare bones utility. Crucial's had enough as well. He's trying to send it with the 1D. S-Attack will be completely tested here. Nerdsky, you called it out, Chad, and he is delivering on all fronts here. 5 versus 3. Rez, though, fantastic game from him so far. 25 kills. He waits towards the coffins. Brollan will join him.
They might go for this. Plenty of money.
I think so. Why not?
Hang around. Go fishing. See what you can find. Hampus with the new box molly. That's going to flush Crucial either towards the orb. It will. Perfect. First kill found. The other incendiary towards the back of the site. Max is also scampering now, and Brollan's coming in. Max finally putting up some resistance. This is Brollan's chance to change the tune. In through the coffins, gives away with some spam. Rez on the orb, he's late to the party, just trying to cover off. Every single fight is coming his way, but the conversions are not there, and time is now the problem. Rez, he'll get the duel done, but knocked off the bomb. Nerds, another kill in the round. Brollan, there's not enough time for this.
They've actually done it, Chad. What a fantastic performance there. The big man himself, Nerds, taking matters into his own hands, quickly up towards Banana, dropping his own smoke, erupting out of it, finds an opening kill. The AK-47 is his. His teammates at that point causing distraction, allowing him to find 2 more follow-up frags. A must-win round where everyone had to deliver. And we go 14-14. They deny series point for NiP here. Here's the replay. The confidence, the aim, the accuracy.
First bullet.
And here he goes, finishing things off as well. S-Tag didn't stand a chance, getting mowed down. And at this point, everyone is battening down the hatches, try and stay alive, run that timer down on the bomb. And it works out. Surreal to close things out. Here we go then, the bookend of this second map. Round number 29, 14-14. Money, as mentioned, very strong for NiP after even giving that one up. And Nerds is up to his old tricks again.
If NiP lose a bomb site here, they might have to consider a save to go for overtime. That residual cash bitten through here. It's Rez with the most. Brollan's not too far behind, but loss bonus towards the bottom of the barrel due to their win streak. Not the place you want to find yourself in the tail end of the CT half. But Endpoint don't have the same pep in the step. Maybe trying to work out exactly what the buy is looking like here. No presence in Banana, Henry.
Nothing at all.
From either team.
Yeah, no one wanted to invest it. I think Nerds put the fear of God in them. It's just like, you know what? This is my part of the map. You're not having any of it. I'll take you down and be willing to challenge you every single time.
Hampus.
Okay, so he's got the flashbang. That's all he's got. So he needs a bit of backup from his teammates here. Will be the execution. I like that flash, though. Crucial. Even more blind will take him down. Advantage here, looking for map point, and this is where it's all going to end. Towards the A bomb site, Kjaerbye and Nerds working in tandem. You're right. You're absolutely dead on. It's map point granted.
They've broken through. They've done enough there. That Hampus little scamper back around there, isolated, understood who's in Arch, had to rotate around towards Library. It was desperate. It was very desperate indeed. And that's Rez, 27 kills, Brollan 21. They've been doing the lion's share of damage over towards that A site, just get absolutely mauled.
It looked like Endpoint were done these last few rounds, Chad. I won't lie to you. But they found something. They've made something out of nothing. Nerds has had to step up time and time again. This time a team effort. Kjaerbye, Nerds, and Crucial chiming in with key frags there. And a good wrap, as you said, a much more cagey looking NiP, not willing to explore the top of Banana. Hampus with just a flashbang towards Arch. He couldn't really hold them off whatsoever. And you can save in the pit these days. You just have to be right in the back corner with the bomb planted on the far side.
Oh, the turn back as well there from Crucial.
And this was the moment. Is this Kjaerbye coming out of the apartments? He's been doing a very good job at that, to be fair. He's doing everything he has to, finding at least 1 kill upon entry almost every round.
And to note, this is the last timeout for NiP.
And the last round.
Neither team will have any timeouts in overtime if we get there. So it's just going to be the in-game leaders and their players having to do all the work after the break.
Oh, wow.
But Nerds has something to say about this, right? He's definitely been dealing a lot of the exchanges in Banana, so he has a very good idea of the flow in Banana.
Boys, it's Rush B.
I'll just kill them all.
That's his Rush B.
Throw some flashes, I'll shoot him. Oh, okay, I love this. I love this.
Hands-on coach.
A little bit of, listen, mate, you've been doing it, and there's a smile on the face too. Whatever was said, trying to G the players up here.
Wow. Here we go then, ladies and gents. A game that was starting to get a little dull on the first map has certainly warmed up. 15-14, NiP trying to look for that 2-0, take us to overtime. But they have to get past this round first. They've got a relatively okay buy. The AWP of Reds has been potent from As for hampus. And we'll see not the fastest approach here from Endpoint. Just going through the motions towards Banana, exchanging grenades. And that's a decent one.
Well played.
Damage there, but Plopski comes out on top. No, the danger man. Nerds is removed.
Yo, when he watches that one back, the frustration for Nerds, the nade on his noggin, and he still wants to fight me. You can't often believe duels like that.
Wow.
Oh, look at Brollan's more forward position under the porch here. This crossfire top mid can be quite easily negated with some well-placed utility. A smoke towards the long side, a molly towards Arch, but we know that Endpoint like to go for this deeper control. They smoke a little bit deeper around the corner, and then they molly off towards Trash.
Yes, we did see that.
They are going to get the porch molly here, so Brollan has dipped back for now. A good decision from him.
But Molotov goes down, takes vision away from the Arch side. And indeed, Library with this deep one. You have to check the one way, and woof. Rez, he certainly checked that gap, and he's delivered. Wow. That was very impressive, and it looks like the round is done. We are going to overtime, unless Kjaerbye can do something ungodly at this point. He's in a 4 versus 1. It'd be an ace clutch. 30 seconds remaining. Bomb on his back. If he gets the plant down, I suppose there's maybe something he could do with this one. The fake plant will come through. No one will take the bait. Here comes the incendiary, and I think we might be done here, Chad.
Yeah, Kjaerbye now getting absolutely pinned. Mollies, flashes, nades, everything about to come his way. Just dancing around. Time, the biggest issue. Flashed and in the open. 15-15 overtime. We're going the distance.
We absolutely are. It's turning out to be a great series here. Will we see the third map? Time will tell. For now, though, we'll take a break and be back with overtime very shortly indeed.
What they gonna say? They acting like they never see me. I live to see another day. I know that they wanna beat me. This world is pretty evil. I'm a part of it. Thank goodness I wasn't really the start of it. They call me illegal. I like the thought of it. I live reckless, sorta like the college kid. Like the ego, yeah, I'm dominant. Thank goodness I wasn't really the opposite. They call me illegal. I like the thought of it. I live reckless, sorta like the college kid. In the city, man, you could put me to the test. Let me get it on my chest, man, I'm out here with the best. Yeah, I'm looking for leverage, dog, I ain't looking for rest. Set the city on my back, I guess you could say I'm blessed. I got what you need, this is what I bleed, what I bleed. Let me plant the seed, see what I see, what I see. Ain't no questioning. Lead it other back, yeah. If you disagree, head straight to the back, My trophies, I'm fine. Day one's on my side, froze to my back. Building my strength to G, nobody stopping me. I call it c'est la vie. This world is pretty evil, I'm a part of it. Thank goodness goodness, I wasn't really the start of it. It gon' be illegal. I like the thought of it. I live reckless, sorta like the college kid. Like the ego, yeah, I'm dominant. Thank goodness I wasn't really the opposite. It gon' be illegal. I like the thought of it. I live reckless, sorta like the college kid.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and here we are at the crescendo of map number 2, Inferno, between Endpoint and Ninjas in Pajamas. We do have Endpoint seeing a couple of overtimes so far in this tournament. They've held themselves pretty well, managed to take down Team Spirit on Ancient, but did lose an overtime on Vertigo following that up afterwards.
Probably the time to remind you of the stakes here. Both of these teams need, well, may as well need this victory right here to keep their hopes and dreams alive. So let's see who's going to walk away with the map win. hampus getting the better of Nerds and Banana. He's been the hero throughout, and they have just stalled this out, stifled on the aggression. Thought they'd change the pace, well, so did NiP.
Well, not all is lost yet. They still have some mid presence here, and if they can act quickly, they can maybe take down the AWP of Reds. But he hasn't missed many shots today, Chad. He's actually looking very sharp indeed. Say what you like about the sniper situation with NiP. He's delivered in this series so far and continues to do so as he gets his 31st frag.
Okay, not too shabby whatsoever here, and they've dealt with that pace out the break. You know, a lot of teams, you sit there for 2 minutes, think they're going to go into the defaults. Well, no, fast Banana and hampus even greeted Nerds very, very early with some bullets through that smoke. The question is, now to Endpoint, you just go, oh, we have to go back to the default. We can't go for that aggression again. We have to go for what was at least helping us edge across the line. But remember, it was the fire starter of that Tech 9 Nerds round late within the piece that kept them in it, is the reason they could even get to 15.
Yeah, absolutely true. But desperate times here. After such a convincing victory there in the first round for NiP, Endpoint on the back foot for sure. Crucial with the sniper, though, has been pretty good at these banana picks and will take considerable damage there from the HE to kick things off. Plopski has been a nuisance. They continue to bombard them with the HE grenades here through the wickets this time. Plopski and Estag are full banana control. It has cost them a smoke or two to get there, but still, I don't think Endpoint will be coming back anytime soon.
I do like the timing on the way they use those nades as well. Wasn't all insta, was a bit layered, helping them pepper down here. We'll see this U2 one more time. Kjaerbye holding out the Molotov to land over towards the trash position. Smokes are in the air. Same over towards porch side, and they will get mid control.
Rez, though. Oh, Estag actually goes down. Is that the top of Banana? It must have been.
So Banana pushed up.
Rez will pull another one back. I dare say he's got the chance of a second. The smoke is so potent they have to go back towards B here.
Oh, hampus has caught this. hampus just saw this. Max is throwing a nade. hampus has just seen him push down mid. They know it's going to be the B play. hampus is going to get this mid kill for free. Oh, we should have.
Oh, didn't follow it up. Didn't swing. And Rez, well, it's a shooting gallery once again, but crucial. More than happy to take the duel.
Plopski just has to hide, delay.
They might not know Plopski's here, but he is normally anchoring this side of the map, so Nerds is definitely going to be checking it. Has the advantage, but doesn't nail the shot, and Plopski will punish, and it's going to be a 3 versus 1. Very well done from him. The flashbang from Brollan as well is absolutely spot on. And a big victory, 2-0 of the AWP purchase. They'll still have a full buy here on the T side, no problem. But they really do need to post this one round here, Chad. It has to come through. Yeah,
this feels essential right now for Endpoint if they want to keep this series alive. NiP, now that they've got all the money back, all the goodness in their hands, are really just finding
got two opportunities there with no smokes or flashes in his way to get freebies.
And then the difference is, look at this, the flash, look at it in the scoreboard. Sorry, the frag feed. Yeah, that's the one I was looking for. They're waiting and playing the team-based Counter-Strike that Endpoint haven't been able to find here on some of these fights.
Timing's a little bit off there, but for now, AWP at top of middle. Quad side for Rez. Looking for anyone walking up, trying to get in position with grenades, and Crucial might oblige here.
It's an apps pop.
Yeah, you're right. When all else fails, flash off the chimney, boys, get in. Now we go, and Brollan is reading this one very well. It's going to be Rez joining him as well, and that's going to be the end of it, I would say. 3-0, looking like a lock-in.
Oh, it looks like NiP are going to be the Endpoint.
Oh, I see what you did there. That's very clever.
Thank you very much.
Well, nerds, just some souvenir frags here. Not really much to be said about it. 18-15 will be your score margin. NiP will need one round on their T side. He hasn't got the bomb. The reason I'm talking in absolutes because he hasn't got the bomb either. He's going to have to do so much, and it's in the worst possible position for him. He'd have to find 2 kills upon entry, which is possible, sure. Then plant the bomb, then fend off 2 more CTs. Don't think it's going to be happening. And
he will be featuring in the next Mission Impossible movie with Tom Cruise. So you guys can catch that in cinemas. I think it's coming later this year.
Good if we pluck that.
And there it is. The foregone conclusion, as we all expected. Brollan will grab that one. I don't know if the new Mission Impossible movie is coming out
I thought that was actually
year.
information you're giving out. Is letting people know.
I know that Tom Cruise is doing a new Mission Impossible movie. He does his own stunts, just like
famously,
me.
Yeah, you guys probably should hook up on the next...
We have a bit of a club, me and Tom Cruise.
Your own stunts club, all right. Well, you've fallen into the sea, and he's like what?
Holding onto planes.
Yeah, he's on the side of the planes, on the Burj Khalifa, running around on a rope.
Comparable, right?
Yeah, kind of the same stuff. Really. It's quite slippery rocks.
Exactly.
Quite sharp as well.
That's the whole point of the video. So.
Yeah. Right. So, as we mentioned, the energy draining for Endpoint. They don't have much left here.
The S-Attack T-side AWP, though.
Yeah.
Having a bit of fun, just jumping on the head of Brollan there. Hey, mate, you're in the way. I want to peek right now. And eventually he'll get out the way. No hurry here for NiP, knowing they just did these 5 more kills to secure themselves a 2-0 victory. Their first victory of ESL Pro League Season 16.
Yeah, they broke a couple of records there. First map, first series win.
Rez
AWPing.
Brollan owning everybody.
Brollan looking very good on both maps. That has to be said. That cannot be understated enough. That's going to be Brollan finally coming online in this tournament. Rez with 34 as well after switching over towards the AWP as well. What a showing.
Been fantastic.
You can't really argue with it. The change has worked.
Well, I do foresee a couple of issues in Nerds' future here because that smoke that he's dropped, that's about it for the utility over towards the B side of things. He's completely out of nades. He's going to be reliant on the rotation of Surreal.
There's no reservoir for him to call upon as well in CT spawn. There's nothing. You're right.
I just have to be a bit of a B-go here late because NiP don't have top mid control yet. Now, they're postured in the mid corridor. The util coming out now as Surreal is starting to backpedal silently so he's not heard. Moto smoke was considered. Nade. Very good this time. Hampus and cop a brunt of that. And it will be the A play. Good stack here to deal with this from Endpoint.
Let's see what they can do over Chad. MiGHTYMAX and Kjaerbye to receive. They've got Crucial watching towards the arch as well, but it's a full quad focus here. Plopski towards the apartment. Kjaerbye flashed off. MiGHTYMAX needs a couple. His teammates will be absolutely mowed down. And that could be all she wrote for this series. 9 seconds remaining. 3 versus 2. Surreal and Nerds smoked off once again. It's a nightmare scenario for them. They have nothing. Just one flashbang. Diffuse kit, sure. But time is running out, and they still need to find 3 frags.
I think they're going to boost here behind the smoke. You can see Nerds calling Surreal back over, heading over towards the
just won't
mini
be showing
pit.
anything,
and even still, that'll note where both are. The spam through. S-Attack looking to finish. In his coffin right now is Surreal. The final round of Inferno, the final round of the series, and the final kill goes to S-Attack. 19-15. NiP get it done, but their fate in this tournament is not in their hands anymore.
It's certainly not. It comes down to the other results in the group. It's been very bumpy for them, but now they find themselves at 1-3. Looking much better than 0-4, I have to say. And a good team showing as well. The adjustments seem to be working well for them. And commiserations to Endpoint. They're not technically out, I believe. They still have a sliver of hope as well. But really not looking good on that side of things. We will take a break and be back with the desk to break it all down.